Welcome back to Binge Movie Breakdowns, where we make movies easy to binge. Today we're diving into Reacher Season 1, an adrenaline-fueled crime thriller based on Killing Floor, the first novel in Lee Child's Jack Reacher series. The show follows Jack Reacher, a former military police investigator who wanders into the seemingly quiet town of Margrave, Georgia, only to find himself caught in a deadly web of crime and corruption. With intense action sequences, gripping storytelling, and a compelling mystery, Reacher. Season 1 keeps audiences on edge from start to finish. If you love action-packed thrillers and want more breakdowns like this, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an episode. Jack Reacher, played by Ritchson, is a tall, tough, and highly skilled former military police officer. He arrives in the small town of Margrave, Georgia, with no real plan, just passing through out of curiosity. He has no phone, no bags, just the clothes on his back. Wanting a quiet moment, he stops at a local diner to enjoy a meal. But before he can even take a few bites, the police barge in and arrest him for murder. Reacher stays calm, knowing he's innocent, but the cops are sure they have their suspect. Chief Detective Oscar Finley and Officer Roscoe Conklin bring him in for questioning, suspicious of this stranger who just showed up in town. Reacher quickly proves that he wasn't even near the crime scene, but then something shocking happens. He finds out that the man who was killed is his own brother, Joe Reacher. This changes everything. Reacher wasn't planning to stay in Margrave, but now he has no choice. His brother was murdered, and he needs to find out who did it and why. Fueled by anger and grief, he starts digging for answers. But as he looks deeper, he realizes that Margrave is hiding some very dangerous secrets. What seemed like a simple murder case turns into something much bigger, and Reacher is ready to fight for the truth, no matter what it takes. As Reacher starts looking into his brother Joe's murder, he quickly realizes that Margrave is not as quiet and peaceful as it seems. Beneath the surface, a powerful criminal syndicate controls the town, with corruption running deep. The more Reacher digs, the more he learns about a massive counterfeiting operation, something Joe had been secretly investigating before he was killed. The town's most powerful figures, including Mayor Grover Teal and wealthy businessman Kleiner, are behind this illegal scheme. They are printing fake money that looks almost real and spreading it across the world, using Margrave as their base. To keep things running smoothly, they have local police officers and government officials on their payroll, ensuring no one interferes. Anyone who gets too close to the truth either disappears or ends up dead. But Reacher is not just anyone. He refuses to be scared off and is determined to take down those responsible for his brother's death. His military training, sharp mind, and brute strength make him a serious problem for the criminals running the town. As he gets closer to uncovering the full truth, the danger around him grows. Kleiner's men start coming after him, trying to stop him before he can expose their operation. But Reacher doesn't back down. He fights back harder. With every step, he gets closer to justice, knowing that taking down these powerful men won't be easy. But for Reacher, the fight has just begun. Reacher doesn't follow the rules like regular law enforcement. He doesn't wait for courts or trials. He delivers justice his own way. With years of military training, he is a one-man army, capable of taking down multiple enemies with ease. Every fight in the series shows his raw power, as he knocks out corrupt cops, dangerous assassins, and Kleiner's men with brutal efficiency. When Reacher fights, he doesn't waste time. He finishes his enemies quickly and moves on. At first, Officer Roscoe and Detective Finley don't fully trust Reacher. Roscoe, a tough and fearless cop, believes in doing what's right, but she's unsure about Reacher's methods. Finley, a former Boston detective, is more careful and prefers to follow the law. But as they see Reacher in action and realize the depth of corruption in Margrave, they understand that they need him. Together, the three of them become an unstoppable team, each bringing something valuable to the fight. As Reacher uncovers more secrets, it becomes clear that his brother's murder was just the beginning. The entire town is drowning in crime, and the people in power will do anything to keep their illegal operations running. But Reacher isn't one to back down. He is ready to take on anyone who stands in his way, no matter how dangerous they are. With Roscoe and Finley by his side, he sets out to destroy the criminal empire that has taken over Margrave. The fight is far from over, and Reacher is just getting started. The deeper Reacher digs, the more dangerous things become. People he once trusted turn against him, and betrayal is everywhere. In Margrave, trusting the wrong person could mean death. Even those who seem honest have their own dark secrets. Reacher knows he must stay sharp because one mistake could cost him everything. He has been in dangerous situations before, but this time, the entire town seems to be against him. One of the biggest shocks comes when Kleiner's son, KJ reveals his true nature. Unlike his father, who is smart and controlled, KJ is reckless and cruel. He doesn't just want to protect their illegal business, he enjoys hurting people. KJ sees Reacher as his biggest threat, but he also wants revenge. Unlike his father, who operated with strategy, KJ is unpredictable and violent. He doesn't care about the consequences, making him even more dangerous than his father. Meanwhile, Reacher and his allies, Roscoe and Finley, are getting closer to the truth. They finally have enough evidence to expose the entire counterfeiting operation. But the criminals won't go down without a fight. Kleiner's men know that if Reacher succeeds, their empire will fall. They are desperate and willing to kill anyone who gets in their way. As the final battle approaches, the tension rises. Reacher knows he is outnumbered, but that has never stopped him before. He doesn't rely on fancy weapons or backup, he fights with his skills, strength, and intelligence. With Roscoe and Finley by his side, he's ready to take down Kleiner's men, no matter how many stand in his way. The fight for justice is about to reach its peak. Reacher won't stop until every last criminal pays for their crimes. This season builds up to an explosive ending as Reacher finally takes on the masterminds behind Margrave's corruption. The final battle happens inside Kleiner's massive warehouse, the heart of the counterfeiting operation. Piles of fake money are stacked high, ready to be sent across the world. But Reacher has no plans to let that happen. With enemies closing in from all sides, Reacher comes up with a bold plan. Using his military training, he takes down Kleiner's men one by one, using both brains and brute force. His punches land with crushing power, his movements are quick and precise, and his ability to handle weapons makes him nearly unstoppable. Every fight is brutal, with Reacher showing no mercy. He knows that if he fails, the criminals will continue their reign of terror. As the battle reaches its peak, Reacher sets the warehouse on fire. Flames spread quickly, burning millions of counterfeit dollars. It's not just about destroying fake money, it's about wiping out Kleiner's entire empire. The fire roars, turning everything to ash, leaving the criminals with nothing. In the chaos, KJ makes a last desperate move, but Reacher is ready. Their final fight is intense, but in the end, KJ meets a brutal and fitting end. With the biggest threat eliminated, the town of Margrave is finally free. As the flames die down, Reacher walks away, knowing his job is done. He doesn't stay for thanks or recognition. Just like always, he moves on, leaving behind a town that will never forget the man who brought justice with his own hands. With Kleiner's criminal empire destroyed and the corruption exposed, Margrave finally takes a breath of fresh air. The town, once controlled by fear and greed, is now free. Honest police officers step up to restore order, ensuring that Margrave never falls into darkness again. The people can finally live without looking over their shoulders. Finley, who played a key role in uncovering the truth, decides it's time to leave. He came to Margrave for a fresh start, but after everything that happened, he knows his journey lies elsewhere. Roscoe, on the other hand, stays behind. She's deeply affected by what she went through, but instead of running, she chooses to help rebuild the town. She believes Margrave deserves a second chance. And then there's Reacher. He has no home, no attachments, and no reason to stay. He shared moments of trust and even a connection with Roscoe. But in the end, he remains who he has always been. A drifter, a man who never stays in one place for too long. His work in Margrave is done, and he knows it's time to move on. In the final moments of the season, Reacher walks down an empty road, his bag slung over his shoulder. He doesn't know where he's going next, and he doesn't need to. A passing car slows down, and he hitchhikes his way toward another unknown destination. One thing is certain: wherever trouble exists, Reacher will find it. His journey is far from over. Reacher Season 1 is a thrilling ride, packed with action, mystery, and surprising twists. Alan Ritchson brings Jack Reacher to life, capturing his strength, intelligence, and unshakable sense of justice. Every fight scene is intense, showing Reacher's skill in combat as he takes down enemies with ease. The show stays true to Lee Child's novel Killing Floor, bringing the same tension and excitement to the screen. The storytelling is sharp and the cast delivers powerful performances. Each episode keeps viewers hooked, revealing new layers of corruption and danger in the town of Margrave. With the perfect mix of action and suspense, Reacher Season 1 leaves fans wanting more. The ending hints that Reacher's journey is far from over. As viewers wait for Season 2, one thing is clear. Wherever Jack Reacher goes next, trouble will follow, and he'll be ready for it. And that wraps up our breakdown of Reacher Season 1. From shocking twists to intense action, this season delivered everything fans could ask for. But with Reacher always on the move, who knows what challenges he'll face next. If you enjoyed this recap and want more deep dives into your favorite shows, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode. Let us know in the comments what was your favorite moment from Reacher Season 1. Thanks for watching Binge Movie Breakdowns, and we'll see you in the next one.